it's so easy to make the money, but the problem is keeping it. And what normally happens is that people design their lifestyle before they actually figure out their budget. So that's how people end up, making $100,000 a year and then are still living paycheck to paycheck. So I am just super excited and blessed to have been able to get myself out of that cycle and out of the mindset of living paycheck to paycheck, and have been able to of course make six figures and then save my first six figures. And it's really just my passion to be able to pour into other people and help get out of that mindset and get out of that lifestyle. So we'll go ahead and get started. Shay, yes. Hey, Shay from LA. Nice to see you. I know it's early over there, so I appreciate you hopping on. So let's go ahead and get started. So there are two types of people on this webinar today. And I think most of us can attest to this. You either want to make more money or you want to save time, right? You want to make more money and spend less time doing it. And if you fall into one of those categories, then you're in the right place, because that was exactly my story. I was working a corporate job. I was blessed to be able to work in the industry that I went to college for. I went to college for finance, graduated, and was working at one of the top firms in the country that's still around. They made it through the financial downturn. So I thought I was living the high life. But as I continued to climb up the corporate ladder, I was really just trading more time for more money. And I was getting burnt out. So I knew that there had to be another way in order for me to be able to make more money, spend less time at work, spend more time doing what I like to do, traveling, hanging out with friends, and, just focusing on my own personal development rather than building up a business that I didn't own. So if you are a college student looking to earn more income while you're still in school, a stay-at-home parent looking to create full-time income on a part-time schedule, you could be a busy corporate employee or manager that knows there must be a better way than to be spending 60 hours a week working. That's exactly the place that I was in when, I'm on a fixed salary that they're giving me, whether I work 40 hours or 60 hours, I still brought home the same amount of money. And I know that that is the truth for a lot of people out there who are still working full-time jobs, right? Some jobs do offer overtime, but then again, there are only 24 hours in a day. So how much time can you really trade to be able to get to that next level in your finances? And this is also for anyone who's looking to supplement their income. So as I said, I am Shaniqua Nicole. That is a much better looking picture of me. I'm the owner of Opulence Financial Group, and I have been in business for myself for 7 years. And when I first started my business, I worked under a lady who was new to my town. At the time, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey, and she had just relocated from Texas, and she was starting her tax business in Trenton. And it was just so coincidental because I had wanted to start my tax business that year, but I was super nervous and afraid to do it because I didn't know where to start, right? So let's rewind back to 2009, 2010 timeframe. I was just graduating college, and I went to H&R Block to get my taxes done, and they charged me like $400 to do it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I just paid $35,000 for this finance degree. Why am I paying someone $400 to do my taxes when I'm a single person, no business, what I thought was a simple tax return? So that's what really sparked me into wanting to start a tax business, because I saw the opportunity and the profitability of the business right away. And then just so happened to be connected with a woman that was willing to be my coach and and hire me in helping her start her business. So, fast forward 7 years later, I've helped hundreds of clients and looking forward to helping you guys. So let's just keep on going and get right into it. Now, after helping hundreds of clients, what I found is that most people only have extra money on payday or during tax time. And as sad as this may seem, it's very true and it's very unfortunate. And what happens is, as soon as money comes in, it goes out. And the reason for that is because most people are living off of one source of income and have little to no investments or insurance. So the reason that I tell you guys that is because in starting your own business, you'll be able to create an extra stream of income for yourself, for your family, and then also to buy back some of that time. Here are a few facts that I found on CNBC article posted in March of this year is that 65% of Americans save little or nothing. Their expenses are too high or they don't make enough money. The average American has $5,000 or less saved and $5,000 to $16,000 worth of credit card debt. Wow. The reason for that, as I've hinted to before, is that most people create a lifestyle before they create the life and the money that they want, right? As soon as you get a new job, you increase your lifestyle. You get a new car or you buy the new bag. What I did in corporate as I, was advancing, working overtime, I contributed more money to my retirement. And I started in corporate when I was only 19 years old. And so I've been able, that alone allowed me to be ahead of a lot of people at the time, but as well as be able to save a whole lot of money, right? So another reason that people are in that position is because their expenses are too high, they have too much debt, a lack of discipline, and then also no skill. Now, the problem with our education system today is that they've taken a lot of the skill and the trades that they used to teach, right? Back in the day, they used to teach wood shop so that people could go and work and build things. They used to teach you how to cook, right? So then you would have mothers that would go into the households and be housewives. Nowadays, what are they teaching the children, right? And not even just the children. Back when I was in school, we didn't have wood shop and cooking class. We just had classes where they fed us information, right? And all that is to do is to get you information to work a job 40 hours plus a week for 40 years. So without a skill, you are just getting information to work 40 years of your life. Right. So that's why you're here. Hopefully you're ready to learn a new skill that can allow you to retire early and get out of the 9-to-5 lifestyle. Right. So what's the answer? Right. The answer to all of your problems would be to make more money and work less hours. So imagine this. Imagine being able to pay your bills 6 months in advance. Imagine having a 6-figure savings account and allowing yourself to take 6 to 12 months leave from work. Imagine having an additional stream of income that you didn't need to spend because your job takes care of all of your bills and your living expenses. Imagine checking some of those things off of your bucket list a lot sooner than you've expected. Imagine working from home the day you went into labor. Okay. Now, that might not be for everybody, but let me just tell you a story. Like I said, I've been in business for 7 years, and I had my son 3 years ago. He's 3 now. And I literally was working on tax clients the day that I delivered him. He was born February 19th. And of course, that's right at the start of tax season. But it was important, it was important for me that my clients are taken care of. And at the time, I was a one-man show. So all of my clients that, needed to be serviced were serviced by me. Currently, I have several people that help me out with that, but it's taken me time to get to that point, right? So when I first started, everything was on me. And I worked a full-time job. I was working in corporate America 40 to 60 hours a week, just like you. And I would come home at night and work on my clients' tax returns. And sometimes I'll be up to 1 a.m., 2 a.m., completing returns. And then the next evening, I would get on the phone and talk to my clients about their return. We get it completed, and then we be done. But that's the discipline that I had to instill in my life, because I knew that there was a better way than working 60 hours a week for somebody else and bringing home the same amount of money. So that's just a little story there about, about the discipline that it takes to start and run a successful business. Right. So here are the 4 secrets to success. You want to be able to buy back your time. And in order to do that, you have to learn a new skill set that will allow you to make and replace your work income. So for now, we are just going to focus on building up a skill and creating additional income, right? So that's the now. But in the long term, this new skill will pay you forever. It'll pay you forever. Right. And so some of the principles that I had to put into place when I was first starting my business, and even now, was to separate myself from negativity, sacrifice for the now. So I needed to sacrifice some sleep some days. Right. I had to sacrifice taking vacations from January to April, because it's all about my clients during those times. And that was a sacrifice for me, because I love taking vacations, especially at the top of the year, right after, you're spending money on everybody for Christmas. So that was a sacrifice for me. And then, of course, save for later. Separate, sacrifice, and save for later. And the only thing that works is work. So you have to work. This is no get rich quick. This is going to be a skill that you'll learn and be able to service your clients with year after year. Every year that you're servicing new clients with new situations, you will become smarter. You'll become more informed, and you'll become the expert in your network of influence. So let's talk about the customers that we service as a tax professional. Most of the time, they are confused, they're in a rush, and they're looking for convenience. But where do you go when you're all of those things, right? They're all negative things. What you're going to do is naturally go to the person or brand that you trust. So because they don't know you as a professional yet, right, they may not look at you as the first option to get their taxes done. But once you establish yourself as a professional and you can bring value to them on a year after year basis, they will come to you every year. They'll refer friends and family to you every year. So you'll have a business that is going to grow exponentially every single year. But because they don't trust you yet, this is where they go, right? You have places like TurboTax, Liberty Tax, H&R Block that spends millions of dollars in advertising to build that customer trust. And this is essentially how we all do our taxes, or how, people have done their taxes over the last 100 years or so, however long taxes have been around. But you're either going to go into a place, sit down, wait in line, and get your taxes done and pay them whatever price they tell you without asking a question, just because you have that trust in the company, right? Who's been to H&R Block? I've done it. I've been there. And when I paid $400, I was like, never again. So now I'm on the other side of that. So you can either go and sit in an office, or a lot of people do it DIY, right? They can go online and do it themselves. But what'll happen is they'll go online, get a free quote, try and do it themselves. And especially with all of the new tax laws coming out, people don't really understand where they can save tax, where they can save in their taxes. So a lot of people are shying away from doing it yourself. As I don't know if you've really noticed, but there aren't a whole lot of new do-it-yourself companies that are being created, right? These are all your big box names who created an online platform for that DIY person. But that space is kind of dwindling because people prefer to sit with somebody that they really trust, right? And so you can become that trusted professional for this person during this time of their life. Now, who does taxes? So this here is a screenshot directly from the IRS's website, and it shows you that 754,000 people were registered to do taxes in 2018. Out of those people, 4% were attorneys, 28.5% were CPAs, certified public accountants, not even a full percent enrolled actuaries, 7% enrolled agents, and then not even a percentage of enrolled retirement plan agents. So all of these people listed are certified by their particular board to be able to do tax returns, right? But as you can see, that doesn't even amount to 50% of the people that are doing tax returns. The number left is 451,982 people are registered to do tax returns that are not CPAs, they're not lawyers, they're not licensed professionals. They're everyday people like me and you who learn the tax laws, get registered through the IRS, and provide a service to clients that need it. So here are a couple of myths about doing taxes or being a tax preparer. You must be certified, you must have a degree, you must work in accounting, you must be financially savvy. None of those things are true. You do not need to be certified. You do not need to have a degree. There are some stipulations as far as getting certified through the IRS, such as bankruptcy, and you need to have all of your taxes filed. So you can't have any unfiled taxes. And, if you do, then we can get you situated first before the year comes in and get that taken care of so that you be ready to go for the January 2019 season. But these are total myths. You don't need to be financially savvy. You don't need to work in accounting. You don't need to know anything about taxes to get started. All you need is to become educated and learn how to use software that will assist you in the preparation of tax returns. So here are some top secret tax truths. Give me 1 second. So the tax industry is an $11 billion industry. 37% of tax businesses are run by a single person. One person, 37%. 53% of tax businesses employ less than 10 people. So let's just put that into perspective. There is an $11 billion industry out there, and more than 50% of those businesses have less than 10 people in them. So that means that those people can make a great income being in this industry because it's an $11 billion industry, and there doesn't have to be 100 people in the business in order to serve the clients. You provide a service that every American is legally required to do, right? So you're not selling anything to a client. You are providing a service that every American is legally required to do. As an American, we are legally required to file our taxes every year. So that's your market. Those are the people that you can help every single year in and year out. In 2018 alone, 250 million returns were filed. Can you at least get 20, right? Can you at least help 50 or 100, whatever your goals are? And this is a seasonal business. So, of course, that tax season runs from January to about April 15th. Now, you will have some clients that lag and come in after that time. But because they don't know you as a professional yet, they're probably going to go somewhere else if they have waited to go past April 15th. But you're going to catch most of your business between February and March. The people that come in April, the laggers that we call them, they are normally people who don't want to file their taxes because they normally owe taxes. But as an expert in the industry, you'll be able to tell them that you can help them figure out the best way to structure their taxes so that they can take the burden of owing taxes to the IRS, right? So let me tell you why this is the best business to own. For one, I've hinted to this several times. This is a lifetime skill that you'll have for the rest of your life. So as long as you know how to do taxes, you can do taxes. This is a recurring customer and referrals-based business. So as long as you are providing value to your clients, they're automatically going to come back. And they're also going to give you referrals when someone else needs the same kind of work. Also, it's mandatory. Everybody that lives in this country must file taxes. So you're not shopping for customers. Customers are shopping for you. Okay. Another reason this is the best business to start is because the average price for a basic tax return is $273. Now, this is not my average price, but this is just an average price that I found on Google, $273. The average price for a self-employed or small business owner tax return is about $450. So for every client you service, you could possibly make $273, $450 average price. So some people are higher, some people may fall lower. Most people are going to fall somewhere around that price point. Let's look at the earning potential based on those numbers. So what I have here, 3 different charts, right? So this is for, the first chart is going to be for the person that says, okay, I want to learn this. I have a couple hours a day I can dedicate. Maybe I can help one client 2 times a week during tax season, right? So let's say you help one client, that's 4 clients a month. So in 2 months, you get 8 clients, right? We're going to just round that up to 10. So if you have 10 personal tax returns, 10 small business tax returns, you're looking at making $7,250. How awesome would it be to make an extra $7,000 for just 2 or 3 months of work, right? That's super awesome. Now, let me ask you this. What do you need to do to go to your job today to ask your manager for a $7,000 raise, right? How much work do you have to put in at your job to make an extra $7,000? Okay, we're just going to go down, and this is going to be the person who says, okay, I have a few hours, right? 10 clients is cool, 20 clients is cool, but I'm going to shoot for I want to help a couple clients a day. So you're going to help 25 personal returns, 25 small business returns, and within 90 days, you could possibly make $18,125. Wow. And this is not money that's paid out over 6 months. No, you get paid when your client gets paid, right? We have banking products in place so that you don't have to chase your clients around. They don't have to pay you out of pocket. So it's easy to provide a service to a person when they don't have to come out of pocket, right? It feels free, and you're giving them, you're helping them get a refund. So you're paying them almost to be your client. So it's just really a great business where you can help a lot of people. Now, let's say that you are a person that has a lot of influence. You have a huge network. You already have a small business where you're helping people, and you're like, okay, I want to knock this out of the park. This is going to be my full-time income. And you help 200 people, or let's say it's you and a partner. So between you and your partner, you guys help 200 personals and 100 small businesses. You are looking at $100,000 income between January and April of 2019, right? Now we have this big ×5 here because I want to show you the value of being in the industry over and over again, where clients are going to keep on coming back to you. So if your business stays the same, right? If you only keep those same clients, they don't refer anybody to you, you're not looking for new clients, you're not doing any marketing, you're just comfortable where you were in your first year, and you help 20 clients. In 5 years, you'll be able to have $36,000 that you can just put away, leave there, sit, look at it, pay off, put on your mortgage, take a lavish trip with, but 36,000, right? After 5 years. Let's look at the middle package. You'd be at $90,000. So you can literally make an extra $90,000 over the next 5 years while still working your full-time job, just helping 50 people. 50 people over a 4-month period. Is that doable? I think it's very doable. And if you're looking at starting a full-on business here, and you're ready to just blow this out of the park, you can make $500,000 over the next 5 years by starting a tax business. So I'm going to let you guys just look at that slide for a minute, because the potential earnings, it's really limitless, and it's up to you. It's up to your effort, your vision, and what you see for your life. So let's talk about how you can become a certified tax preparer. My program starts September of 2018. We'll be holding virtual classes and trainings that's going to teach you tax law, tax prep, so how to actually do a tax return. I'm going to teach you about small business taxes. And this is very important, because as we are becoming woke, right? Or as we are awakening, a lot of people are realizing that you need to start a small business to make it out here. And that, these large companies really don't have your best interest at heart. So, I would say about 85% of my clients are small business clients. And this can be people that maybe sell t-shirts, right? Maybe they started an insurance business for some supplemental income. Whatever, any kind of small business, those are going to be small business taxes. And we are going to teach you how to process and understand how those affect your tax return. We're also going to go over compliance. We're going to go over tax products training, and you'll also have software training, so that when it becomes tax season, you'll be ready to help your own customer base. Excuse me. You'll also be provided with marketing training and materials, and then you'll have access to a personalized website. And these are the 3 tax coaching packages: Agent, Pro, and Enterprise. And before we get into what each package entails, I would like to give you guys a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, really like a minute, to ask some questions. So feel free to drop some questions in the text box. I can see them and I will answer them on air, just in case we have, anyone else has the same questions that you have. Does anyone have any questions? And also, I would like to know, let's see. Does anyone on here already own a small business? Any questions? Any questions? All right, cool. So I will keep on going from here. So as a tax agent, let's go into what that entails and how much you can make as a tax agent. So all of the packages are going to include this. They will differ in the amounts of commission per return. Let's get started. So as an agent, you'll become a registered tax return preparer with the IRS. You'll be fully certified tax preparer. You'll have the training and coaching by me. Every tax return prepared will be reviewed by me before submittal. So if you have questions, if you weren't really sure what you should do, right, you'll be able to hop on a call, give me a call. Hey, can you look at this return for me? I'm not really sure. This doesn't look right. I don't know what's going on, why the number's so low or so high. Can you take a look at it? Sure, absolutely. Send me that person's name. I'll look at it in an hour. So that's how we work. That's how I've been working with my current agents, and it's been awesome. They work all over the country. I have a person in North Carolina. I have a person in New Jersey, and it's been great. So you'll also have a virtual tax office, and you'll have refund products for your customers. Now, what that means is you don't have to request any money from your customers at the time of preparation. So that's going to be safe for you, right? And it's also going to be safe for them. You can also work from home. You can go to your client's home and prepare the taxes there. If you already have an office, your clients can meet you there. But the best thing about it is you'll have a virtual office that you can take with you anywhere you go, right? I used to do taxes. Don't tell anybody. I used to do taxes at work. My clients would send me their paperwork, and I would be on my 9 to 5, and I was doing some taxes sometimes because I knew what I was doing in my job, and I could get my work done quick. So I had extra time, and I was able to maximize that time. You'll have weekly virtual coaching meetings from February 1st to April. Most people get their paperwork January 30th. And so we'll be meeting weekly February 1st to the 15th. But if there are times that we need to meet in between the weekly meetings, you can always give me a call. You'll have a free website with your name and contact information so that your clients will be able to go there, send in their information, and work with you directly through the website. Now, for this package, you will receive a $100 commission per completed and funded tax return paid on the 1099 for my business. So you will be a 1099 commission agent with my company on this package. Now, the next package is going to be our pro agent. And just as the other package, you'll become IRS certified. You'll be fully certified tax preparer. You'll have the training and coaching plus small business training. Now, the small business is going to be for a person that has a network and has a network of small business owners around them, right? So why are small business clients better for you? Because the preparation fee is almost double that of a regular single person. So small business clients are great. Learning the skill to be able to service them is even better, and that's included with this package. Some tax returns will be reviewed by my team before submittal. So if you have returns where you're like, hey, I just want you to look at this, make sure that everything was good. I'll do that. I'll give you the thumbs up to submit, and then you'll be good to go. You will also have a virtual office, virtual meetings, free website with your name and contact information. And then where this one differs is that you'll be getting paid a minimum of $200 per person for a completed funded tax return. So can I go back to the previous screen? Sure. And guys, feel free, drop in any questions, and I can see your questions while you're asking them. So drop in any questions that I can answer as I'm going through, and I'll make sure that I get them answered. And don't worry about copying this down verbatim. If we decide to work together, you'll receive a full contract that details everything that's stated on here. Good to go, Shaniqua. How are you? All right. Now, the final package is our enterprise package. This package is for the entrepreneur that wants to start their own business with the help of a full-on coach. So you will receive everything previously mentioned. So you'll be fully certified with training and coaching. You'll also have the small business training for you and 3 employees. This is the person that wants to start a full business, okay? So some of your tax returns will be reviewed by my team to help you guys out, but they will be processed on your own business. So on this package, you'll have your own name. You'll have your own EIN number. You will be a fully functioning tax business that you own in your own name, right? I will have you set up through the IRS. So there's a process that takes about 3 months. So that's why we start this process in September, so that by December, you'll be a fully registered and functioning tax business, and you'll be ready to go come January 1st. We'll have your business registration completed through whatever state you're in. We'll have your banking product set up, so you don't need to do anything except meet with me. We'll do some basic questions on branding and working on, your logo and things of that nature, the name of your business, getting you fully registered through the federal and state governments, as well as the IRS, to be able to submit tax returns, right? With the other packages, you'll be submitting your tax returns through my business name. With this package, you'll be submitting tax returns through your own company name, right? So you'll also have a virtual tax office with your refund product set up, so you don't have to do any research on how can you get paid from your clients. I'll do all of that for you. You'll also have your weekly coaching meetings with myself. We'll have marketing training. I can help you with your web design. I can actually do the web design for you for an additional fee, but what is included is a logo and branding design. Okay, logo and branding. So we'll work on branding your business, getting your logo created, and that isn't included. And then what's also included is your software. So professional tax software is an expense on the business on an every year basis. For your first year, that expense will be covered by me. Do you guys have any questions on the enterprise tax preparer package? Awesome. Now, I know that those investments may sound expensive, but let's go back to the earnings potential. At the most expensive package, you're paying $5,000 for a fully functioning tax business, right? You'll also have the ability to hire other people to do the work for you. So, does it make sense to you to spend a one-time investment of $500, $1,500, or $5,000 on a skill and a business that will pay you for the rest of your life? Here are some of the benefits of working with me. You will receive the top pay. A lot of tax preparers that work for the big box brands, like I said, they spend millions of dollars on advertising. So the people that are coming there aren't coming there for you. They're just coming there for a service, and they pay the company very heavily for that. But the employees only normally make about $10 an hour if you're going to go and work for H&R Block or, one of those other companies. You will have my full support during this first tax season. And if we decide to continue to work together, you'll continue to have my support. I'm also going to give you the real, okay? When you go and work with these other companies, they want to keep you as an employee. It's never my intent for you to work with me forever, right? This is me teaching you a skill, taking time from what I do and my clients to teach you a skill that will allow you to be able to run your own successful tax business. And essentially, you're going to have a shortcut to success. I've had some trial and error that I had to do in my business, and those times and the money and the energy spent will be cut out for you from the beginning. You'll essentially have a tax business in a box. You'll be able to build your own brand. You'll have a partnership with myself. So, as you continue to grow, I continue to grow. I fully support your development and growth because it's going to be beneficial to both of us, right? Packages are designed for your goals. So you can decide to come in wherever makes the most sense for you. And then as you grow, we'll discuss, what that looks like. And for the few people that we have that are still on the line, you guys will have access to this information. Some people dropped off, but here are some bonuses for you. You guys, if you decide to join the Certified Tax Preparer Program, within the next 7 days, I will give you 15% off those published prices. Also, if you join as an agent or a pro agent, what I'm going to promise to you guys today is after 3 years of partnership, you will have your own tax enterprise. So after we have worked together for 3 years, I think 3 years is a good time because your first year, you're going to really just be learning. Your second year, you're going to be focused on building. Your third year, you'll be ready to be a pro, right? You'll be servicing all kind of clients in your third year. And then that following year, I will literally hand you your own business with your own branding, your EIN number, your banking products that are set up through your banking products that are set up and will be paid directly to you, right? You will have your own business after 3 years of partnership with myself. Another bonus is in-house financing. If paying the full amount for your coaching package is not an option today or within the next 7 days, let's discuss a way that we can make it work for you without you having to pay any interest. You can also put down a half deposit, and then you'll get a free tax strategy session with myself. So let's talk about how I can help you for this upcoming tax season, make better decisions for your own personal tax situation. So we have a question. For some reason, my connection keeps dropping. I hope you were able to get back on. I think that I have a steady connection here. So let me know if you guys are having trouble seeing or hearing me. Can you change your mind and go from agent to pro? I haven't thought about that. But I'm going to say no, because I want you to do what's comfortable for you from the beginning, right? So make a decision. If the money is the most biggest concern, we have options for you to do in-house financing, half deposit. Going to also honor the 15% off for people that lock in within the next 7 days. So, we can discuss your goals and what makes more sense for you from an investment standpoint and figure out a way to make that happen. Awesome. Welcome back to Shaniqua. Welcome, Shaniqua. So, do you guys have any questions for me? Does anyone have any questions? At what level do I have to be at to be eligible for my own business in 3 years? You can come in as an agent or a pro, either one of the two. I will support you in having your own business after 3 years. If you come in as an enterprise, you'll have your own business January 2019. You'll be open for business as your own entity. But if you join as an agent or a pro agent, you'll be eligible for that for your own business in 3 years, and I will do that for you. Shaniqua, you missed the costs. Okay, let's go back and look at the costs. I don't know that the costs are relevant when you don't know what comes with each package, but here are the costs, the agent, pro, and enterprise. And if you would like to see what those things entail, feel free to just drop by my website. Let me drop that in here. Let's see. I'll just drop my website in here. You guys just let me know if that works or not. Let me see. Yes. No, it doesn't. So it is Opulence Financial Group / your tax business. There we go. I kind of missed most of the seminar due to bad connection. Will this presentation be available again? Absolutely, Shaniqua. This presentation will be available for replay. You guys should receive an email. You should receive an email shortly after we finish for the replay. So we are just at almost an hour. And I'm so thankful to all of you guys that have stayed on the call. I really appreciate you taking out your time. I hope that I've opened your mind to a new opportunity, and I hope that I can work with you guys in the new year. So on Pro, what's the max commission per completed return? The max commission is going to be $300. So, and that will be for like a person with a small business, and depending on the amount of things that they need on their tax return. But the commission goes from $200 to $300 for the pro package. Any other questions, guys? No? Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you joining me today. If there is anything that I can help you with on your journey in starting a new business, feel free to contact me at opulencefinancialgroup.com. If this is not the opportunity for you, I pray that you find something that will allow you to retire rich and retire early. That's my blessing for you, and I'm going for the day. Have a great day.